There once lived a merchant in the town of Nizhny Novgorod in Russia. He had three beautiful daughters, but the youngest was the loveliest of all. She was beautiful not just on the outside, but also on the inside. Her eyes were always ready to see the good around her, and her hands were always ready to help people around her. The two elder sisters were very mean to her. They made her do all the work, and they called her Glupishka, which means little stupid, for she was kind and innocent. One day, the merchant needed to go out for work, and he called his daughters and asked them what would they like as gifts when he returned. The two elder greedy sisters asked for satin silk dresses, asked for shoes with leather embroidered in gold. And when he turned to the little one, she said, "Father, get me a silver saucer and a juicy apple." "No wonder we call you Glupishka," is what they told her and made fun of her. The merchant left for work and returned after a month. No sooner that he reached home, they grabbed the gifts from him. The two elder sisters, they grabbed their gifts and went off. Little stupid Glupishka took her father, dusted him off, brought him inside, served him some food, and sat beside him. He then produced a silver saucer and a juicy apple and gave it to her and said, "What are you going to do with this?" She started spinning the apple round the silver saucer, and it went round and round and round and until it formed a mist. And in that mist, she could see beautiful palaces. She could see the Tsar and the Tsarina. She could see forests, lakes, oceans. She could see people dancing in the villages. She could see all the beautiful things in the world. Her two elder sisters envied her. They wondered, what is it that she can see in this saucer with this juicy apple? And they told her, "You can have all our beautiful dresses if you give us that saucer and that juicy apple." No, she was not ready to exchange this for anything in the world. And so the two mean sisters went to a dark corner in the house and made a dark plan. The next day, they asked her, "Would you like to come with us for some wild berry picking?" "I would rather play with my silver saucer and my juicy apple," is what she told them. "Do you expect us to carry home all the berries and ruin our beautiful clothes?" Little Stupid had no choice but to go along with them. She took her silver saucer and her apple along with her to the forest for berry picking. And she started picking the berries until she emptied the bushes and until her silver saucer was full of berries. And then she looked for her sisters. She wondered where they are. And there she spotted them, standing there with an axe. "You don't need an axe to pick berries, do you?" she told them. "Give us that silver saucer. Give us the juicy apple." they had chopped off her head with the axe. They hurriedly took the saucer. They spun the apple. They could see nothing. Nothing at all. It's useless. They quickly dug up a hole. They pulled her body in and covered it with earth and made a mound. They went home. Little Glupishka has been eaten by wild wolves, is what they told their father. Summer turned to autumn. Autumn turned to winter. And winter turned to spring. And the trees were full of blossoms. And from that mound of earth came out a solitary reed. A little shepherd boy had come there, saw the reed, took it, wilted some holes in it, and as he placed it near his lips, it started to sing and play. Zjoskemi glazami ani pokreneli minia verglubokam tiemnom liesu. They buried me with cruel eyes in the deep dark woods. He sank to his knees. He quickly dug up that mound, pulled the earth out, and there he saw her beautiful body. And beside her body was the silver saucer and the apple, which had almost turned into apple pulp. Will you not wake me up from my sleep in the deep dark wood? And he quickly took that pulp, which was almost juicy, and he poured that juice over her lips. And as soon as it entered her throat, she suddenly woke up. Her eyes fluttered open. Her skin, which was all cold, had now turned pink. He pulled her out of that hole, and in her eyes, which shone as bright as stars, he could see all the beauty in the world.